everyone. Welcome to Wednesday here in my kitchen. I am excited you are here, whether you're live or on replay. I am super glad and thankful you're here. I had a fabulous weekend. For those of you who follow along or follow me on social, you might have seen that I went to Muskoka, which was for a leadership conference, and it was everything that I needed and everything to fill my cup up. Hello, Annie. I just got to speak to the beautiful Annie on the phone. It was amazing. So anyhow, it kind of brought me back to why I do what I do with my business, how I live my life, and I'm super thankful. I'm thankful for everything that I was given this weekend, the opportunity to go, the connections I made, and just reminding me why I do what I do and why I love doing what I do. And with that, it is Thanksgiving weekend coming up. For us Canadians, it's Thanksgiving. I love the fact that it doesn't feel that cool fall weather. I love this time of year when it's still that warm weather. But because it is Thanksgiving and a lot of us are able to see our families again, I am super thankful my family is coming. My kids are coming home. My parents are coming. My sister and brother-in-law are coming. And my people who are like family but aren't. So I get to have everybody safely vaxxed gets to come, and I'm super thankful. And I am thankful for all of you. Again, whether you're watching this in replay or whether you're watching it in live, I am thankful. And I am actually going to be doing a contest. I'm going to run it for the next 24 hours. I'm going to post about it after. Those of you on here get to see it beforehand. I'm actually going to give away one of our new Cinnamon Plus. That's one of the contests, but for today's contest, as a thankful, I'm going to give a packet away of our new Tuscan style chicken. I'm actually going to be doing it for dinner tonight, so I'm going to try it. I haven't tried it. I've heard good things about it, and there's different ways that you can use it. What's great about it is it's got all the ingredients that are listed behind that you need to grab. It is really simple. It needs a potato, frozen peas, for my friend and sister of the guild, Barb. She will be omitting her peas. And then carrots. And because I'm already doing today a carrot ginger soup, that's what we're gonna whip up. I thought I'm gonna try this for dinner. And if we have time, I might whip it together just so that it's together and you guys can see how fast and easy it is, because it doesn't take anything. But with my magical blender, which I call McDreamy, I'm gonna whip up some carrot ginger soup, and we're gonna make some yogurt that is, I'm not making the yogurt, but I'm gonna mix a few more things into the yogurt that we can put on top, and we're gonna make some croutons, a little crunchy crouton to put on top. And that's what today's recipe is about. Now, if you don't have the blender, my first thing is, why not? If you do have one of those other people's blenders, I'm not holding that against you. You know I'm kidding. But if you don't have a blender at all, maybe you have an emulsion where you can do that right into your pot. My suggestion would be to cook your carrots in the stove, maybe or in the oven, sorry, on a sheet pan, and roast your carrots first, and then mash them and make them into a soup form that way. But because I have the beautiful McDreamy, I get to do this recipe. It's super easy, it's very delicious, and because of harvest season right now, I love to do anything that's in season. Hello, Kim. So I am simply peeling my carrots, and I didn't pre-peel them so that you guys could see how easy and fast it is to peel the carrots with the peeler. And I have to tell you, before I actually joined Pampered Chef, I didn't even have a peeler. I came from a house, and I find that whatever your mom does and your mom does whatever your grandmother did, you tend to follow the same, you fall into the same patterns. How about that? So my mom never had a potato peeler, a veggie peeler of any kind. She just used a knife, a paring knife, and she would do that. And the very first time my mother-in-law came to visit in Timmins, Dave and I lived in Timmins for 6 years when we first got married, and we had Lauren actually in Timmins. 3 years after, she came to visit, and I didn't have a peeler, and she was like, well, how do you do potatoes? Again, it's the way my mom always did it. So I love how fast that is. It is super sharp. It does have a protector that goes across it, because this is the blade there, and it is super sharp. And if you have a potato peeler that you love, that's awesome too. It's just one of those things I always talk about when somebody says, do you like it? Because it's not an expensive peeler. I think it's like, I don't know, 13 bucks. I've had this sucker for like 8 years. It's still as sharp as ever. My sister actually has the old potato peeler. It's crazy how it's still in good shape and in still good use. We just don't make it like that anymore, so it's amazing. So anyhow, today's soup is going to be great. While the peeler's out, I want to show you that you can easily do anything, including the potatoes. The Tuscan chicken that I'm going to do later calls for potatoes, and I wanted to show you how fast and easy it is, just as easy for any vegetable, even a cucumber or zucchini, anything that you need to peel. This little sucker is great and extremely fast, but I will warn you, it will cut the tip of your thumb off. Trust me, unfortunately, I did that. So I am putting all of my veggie scraps on my flexible cutting mat. I am using my other cutting boards, which I believe Annie just picked up. So these are our, the regular, I can't remember the name, oh my God. Because we have a wooden cutting board, we have the flexible cutting mats, which are awesome because, again, like I put all the peels on here, it folds like this. I can now just pour this right into my compost bin, and that was one fell swoop, and everything is off of it, which I absolutely love, and I love the ease of those. And because it's a cutting mat, I can cut on it as well. I'm having a bit of a brain fart with our other regular cutting boards. Anyhow, they're awesome and they're dishwasher safe. And thank you, Annie. Yeah, they're awesome. So in the blender, I'm gonna add 3.5 cups of water. I believe that's what the recipe says. Love when my computer shuts off. Now I can't log in. Okay, I am adding, yes, 3.5 cups of water. So I am going to use the silicone measuring bowls because I love them. This is a 3-cup bowl. I've just filled the other part right up there to the 3, and then I'll get another 1/2 cup. So there's 3.5 cups of water into my blender. It's asking for 4 cups of peeled and cut carrots into chunks. I'm just going to use my ultimate favorite Santuco knife, and I'm just going to cut those into chunks and measure out 4 cups. This recipe can also, the soup can also be used almost like a gazpacho, so a cold soup, and I wanted to try it today. Again, I bought a big bag of carrots. Since they're in season, I love to use any vegetable that's right now being harvested. They're, just fresh, especially Ontario. We're so lucky with the markets around. I bought a huge bag yesterday. So thankful that I've got a couple recipes that I'm gonna use. So check the, apparently I'm throwing carrots around for the dogs. Check the, if you follow me, check my socials today about a couple contests. So that's 4 cups, which I'm just adding to the blender. Yeah, a couple contests that I'm gonna run because it's Thanksgiving. I am uber thankful to all of you, and I love to give stuff away to all of you, so that's what I'm gonna do. Now, I'm supposed to add a teaspoon of fresh ginger. I did not pick up ginger. I was gone again this weekend. We were gone 2 weeks away to holidays. So there's 2 different things you can do. We've got ground ginger, I just have it in the house. And then I have the ginger doTERRA oil. And I'm actually going to use the doTERRA oil. I am just gonna add that to it. Oh, there it is. Now, I'm not gonna use the whole teaspoon because the oil is very infused. So I'm gonna use a half a teaspoon of the oil, and then I'm just gonna add a half of a teaspoon of the ground ginger right to that. The ginger oil from doTERRA, any of the edible oils that they have are so amazing. And if you don't have a doTERRA rep, I've got a fabulous one. Her name is Becca. She lives here in the guild as well. And she's a beautiful human, and she will totally help you with anything that you need there. We need some salt, which I'm just gonna, I forgot to grab. I'm just gonna ground up some salt with the salt and pepper grinders. I never thought I would love these grinders as much as I do. I love how fast and the ease of them, and the fact that they could just sit onto my table, but then when I'm whipping up a recipe like this, they're right here, easy peasy, it's awesome. So it's got the ginger in there, and then I'm adding a little bit of ground coriander, which I've got there. Just gonna add that. It just adds half a teaspoon. Okay, so now we're gonna turn that on and let that blend away, okay? Now, like I said, if you don't have the blender, please, if it's one of those things that you've thought about, let me know, because it is such an amazing tool. Again, like I've got nothing. Nothing is, I don't have to worry about anything. This sucker is just gonna do it all. And you can see what it does is it's grinding it up and cooking it all at the same time. It's awesome. And I'm just gonna leave that. And while that is cooking, we're gonna actually add, it will beep to let me know to add some add-ons. You add some butter to that. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of butter. Now, if I wanted to leave this vegan, obviously I would use one of my favorite vegan margarines that we use here. Lauren is coming. She's coming for Thanksgiving, so I actually might put this as a vegan. And the butternut squash soup that I made a couple weeks ago, and I did talk about the fact I don't use the heavy cream. Personally, I find it creamy enough that I don't need to use it. I don't want to add the extra calories, that's just me. And it also allows me to have a vegan, and therefore, I've got another option for Lauren when she comes. And so, I don't bother. Now, I'll see what this one tastes like. I've only personally tasted it. Someone else, another consultant, had made it, and I had tasted hers. I haven't actually made it myself, so I thought it was a great recipe for today, especially when we're getting into Thanksgiving. This is even another beautiful side that you can offer. I don't like to have salad on Thanksgiving because I love all the hot, hearty deliciousness for Thanksgiving. This would check the box as an antipasto kind of thing where I could have some soup and then have the warm turkey stuff. So that's why I love this, and that's why I'm trying that. Hi, Ange, welcome. Large groove board. Thank you, Annie. Yes, so this will be the medium cutting board. Yes, thank you. I'm so glad that my friends know that I have a bit of brain farts every once in a while and I couldn't remember. Okay, so while that is going along, this is the carrot ginger soup. And again, those of you who might be popping on, those of you who might be watching in the replay, I'm gonna have a couple contests running. I just wanna give things, I'm super thankful to all of you. I'm thankful and grateful to all of you as my customers and VIPs. and it's been my 6-year anniversary, and I'm thankful for the business and being able to share this with you. So I will be doing a couple contests as well. So stay tuned. In the next 24 hours, I'll be giving stuff away. Okay, so while the soup is going, we're gonna make some croutons. And again, these are croutons that you could make in your, you can make them in the oven, but because I have an air fryer, I'm gonna make them in my air fryer. And that way they are done at the same time that the soup should be done. So I'm gonna use the new air fryer tray. And what I love about it is you flip the tray upside down and any drippings would just go down here and catch it. So again, if you're doing, say, something like a chicken parm, which I don't know if you've done chicken parm in your air fryer. Thank you, Ange. If you have, it's great because it catches stuff down there. So I love that. I love that little piece. And I love the fact that because the air fryer is here, I'm going to use it. So I am using, oh, there it is. So the recipe itself calls for 4 slices of marble rye bread, which, great. But a couple days ago, we had a little late lunch. A couple of Pampered chef leaders and I got together after the conference, and we did some power hours here at my house, and I did a little charcuterie picking lunch. So this bread is from a couple days ago, and therefore it's a great thing to do for a leftover and to do this recipe. So that's what we're gonna use. Remember, I am one of those people. If you wanna go out and buy the rye bread, that's great. But if you don't have it, that's okay too. And we're gonna season our little croutons, and they're gonna be just as delicious. So I'm just gonna cut the bread into little chunks. I am using my favorite bread knife. I have to tell you, that was one of the things I complained about at conference, that the only way to get the bread knife is when you buy the knife box set, that you cannot buy it. It drives me nutty because it is an amazing knife, and don't get me wrong, our knives are amazing. I mean, you guys know how many times have I talked about my favorite Go knife, and the fact that our knives are lifetime guarantee. I mean, they're crazy and amazing. But sometimes you might just want one thing, and this is one of those things that people would like to have. So I'm hoping the more that we talk about it, the more Pampered Chef will listen and hear it. Okay, so we're taking the bread. I'm gonna just add a few more pieces here. And I've got these already sliced, so I'm just gonna put them into chunks. And there we go. We've got the bread, okay? So for the croutons, we're going to put them into cubes, toss with oil and salt. Okay, so I am going to put the pieces of bread in here, and I'm going to put, it is asked for 1 teaspoon of olive oil. That doesn't seem like a lot. Might have to use a little more. And there we go. And I'm just gonna put salt and pepper. Okay. Just gonna stir that up. Oops. Just stir those the bread up. Okay. And then I'm just gonna toss with a little bit of salt. I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper. And just because wild and crazy, I'm gonna add a little bit of our cinnamon to it. Okay, I absolutely love the cinnamon plus, and we're gonna use that today as a topping. And hang on, I'm gonna reply to my mom. Yeah, I'm here, Mom. I'm on my live. If you pop on, I could probably answer your question. Ah, that's Mom. Yes, I agree, Aunt Nadia. This is the extra virgin olive oil with the little spouts, just President's Choice. It's awesome because the pouring is so great. So I'm gonna add a little bit of cinnamon to my croutons. Apparently the cinnamon that's not open. Okay. So excited because the baking season is here. Our cinnamon plus is back. Our vanilla is back, and I am going to have a deal for you and those you people who absolutely love our vanilla. Ange, I'm talking to you because I know you love our vanilla, and I know you buy our vanilla for your daughter-in-law who's the huge baker. I have a deal that is going to save everybody, and I'm so excited to be offering that in a couple weeks. Okay, so there's our croutons. Okay, so it's got some salt, some pepper, a little bit of oil, and I'm just going to add them onto our air fryer. Because I have an air fryer, I'm going to use it. If you don't have an air fryer, that's one of those questions like I just asked you about the blender, why not? I can help you get this sucker really fast and easy. We have an amazing deal to join the business right now, $59. And if you qualify in your first 30 days with Pampered Chef, you also get the new Flex for free. Like what? It's such a great deal. They're doing a Thanksgiving thing. It's amazing. So it's a whole month of October. So I've just got our bread on there. Now, if you don't have the air fryer, you would put them in 400 for 13 to 15 minutes. I'm going to put them in the air fryer anyhow, and I'm going to cook mine for half the time because that's what it does. So again, I can feel my soup's getting hot, and it's getting there. Annie, we could totally help you get that air fryer. Do not pay full price for this. It's crazy. Okay, so I'm going to put these in the air fryer right now. I am going to put them on the 400 the same way that it says on there. But I'm only going to put them on for 10 minutes because in the oven it says 13 to 15 minutes, and it's going to beep, beep, beep at me in 5 minutes. It tells me to flip everything over, so I'm able to check it, which is awesome. And I can kind of play around. But I don't have to worry about it. My house doesn't get hot. I'm not running the oven for a few croutons, which that's one of the things that I love. And I can talk all day about the air fryer, especially for, I've got, my youngest daughter goes to Western, for those of you who don't know, which I'm sure you all do because I talk about my kids all the time. She lives with 5 other girls, so there's 6 of them, and they have my Pampered Chef air fryer, and Kiara sent me a message and said it's used all of the time. It's awesome. So, all right, so while the soup is going, while we got the croutons, we're now going to make the spiced yogurt topping that we're going to put on top of our soup when it's done. So I am using, I should have mentioned, I'm just using our simple glass bowls. This is the medium one. The small one was what I used to toss the croutons. I love the glass bowls, you guys know I do, and they've got the covering for them, so even when I make my bread, which I'll probably be making about 4 loaves of bread this weekend since it's Easter. It's not Easter. Good Lord, it's Thanksgiving. So I will be making several things of, yes, Nana, I am making carrot ginger soup right now. That's what's going on here since I have so many carrots. So we've got the croutons that are going to go on top, but we're going to make the spiced yogurt topping. And I need 1/2 cup of the Greek yogurt. So I'm going to use my measure-all cup. And Annie, this is a great thing where I'm going to again show you. So you got the new one as well. I'm going to apologize to anybody who gets the new measure-all cup. You all know my love. Like, my favorite things are the Santoku knife, which I talk about that bad boy all the time. And I love me my good measuring cups. My measure-all cups I've had since the dawn of time. My, I've had it so long that the numbers, were starting to wear off. And I thought with all the lives and such, I should order a new one. So I did. And whomever in their right way, there's a blue side and a blue side. So it gets a little confusing as to which is which. And it'll say for dry and for liquids. So this is considered dry, even though it's, you know, sticky and wet. Liquids they mean because we're gonna pour it out of the spout. Okay, so when you're filling it up, because in the dishwasher I load it this way. Apparently my dishwasher did a really good job cleaning this. So, and it's orange because I made pumpkin scones, so that's what I put the pumpkin in. Anything that I don't want my hands to get dirty. So the dry side is actually considered anything like this versus wet being like a broth, you know, a juice, milk, any of those things would be considered liquid. Obviously it's a liquid, but for the dry, they mean anything like this. So the lighter color that says dry, so I need a half of a cup, so I'm just pushing it down to the half a cup mark there, okay? I'm now gonna take one of my measurers, my spreaders here, and I'm gonna fill it. I'm having a hard time talking today, apparently. I'm filling it up to the top, okay? So then I know it's a half a cup, it's filled, and now I just push it, okay? So it's sitting there. I can scrape it just so it's there. So peanut butter, honey, all those things. Okay, so I've got my yogurt in the bowl, I've got a half of a cup, and now I'm going to add a tablespoon of honey, okay? And again, I'm going to use my petite measure-all cup because this one does tablespoons and both liquid and dry. Really great when you need a tablespoon of butter because if I had to use, where's my measuring? Oh, right. So this is the one I use for the oil. You know, to try to get honey or butter out of this after you've pushed it all in, it's a pain in the butt. Wouldn't it be easier with your measure-all cup? Yeah, these are $7. They're not really expensive. It's one of those things that you're like, yeah, but do I really need it? Yeah, you do, because it's super convenient. My honey is almost empty. I should have gone down and got a new one, but slow as molasses. Today it's slow as honey. Okay, so we're just gonna fill that because I just pushed it to the 1 tablespoon. And now it'll fill up eventually. It'll fill up. Okay. Almost done. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay. So now it's filled up the tablespoon. Okay. You see there. And now I just push it. And it comes right out. And again, I can just scrape the bottom there. And my hands are not sticky and dirty. That's really what it's about. I know, I'm a bit of a princess, but you know, I don't want sticky, dirty hands. So, and it's asking for 1/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. So, we put some cinnamon on the croutons, but I'm gonna do some cinnamon plus. Now, the thing that makes our cinnamon the plus is that it has nutmeg, allspice, orange peel, cloves, and ginger already in here. So it kind of has a kick to it. This one I knew I needed to open because I just finished my other one. I made some beautiful scones yesterday. And I used the last of my cinnamon plus. So cinnamon plus, cinnamon, and vanilla are back, and I'm super excited for that. So I'm just going to mix all of those together, and that's going to be the topping for our soup. So we're just going to give a little dollop on our bowl of soup. We're going to add our croutons, and we have a beautiful fall, warm and hearty dinner or lunch. And like I said, if it's this good, we might actually have it as an appetizer for our Thanksgiving. Oh my God, that is so delicious. And it's even going to get better because I find the longer that the cinnamon plus sits, the nicer it gets. It is so good. I mean, I didn't eat quite such a big bowl. Guys, I wish you could taste this. It's amazing. So, while the croutons are going on, oh, the croutons are done. Let me just show you guys these quickly. And I'm going to talk a little bit about what I've got going on as well. They smell incredible. So there's our croutons. Okay, I've got these little crunchy bits. They've got salt, pepper, and they have the cinnamon on them. And with this beautiful, beautiful soup happening, I'm wondering if you can see that. Can you see the steam already? Let me just release that. Look at the steam, because what the difference between our blender and the other people's blenders is that ours actually has a heating function in it. So not only is it grinding up the carrots, I put whole carrots. You guys saw me peel them, I cut them, I threw them in. I didn't have to do anything. The blades in there are crunching it all up, but while it's doing that, it's cooking the carrots at the same time. That's why I love McDreamy. I don't have to do anything, and it's just going on. And now I've got this gorgeous fall, beautiful dinner happening between the croutons, the yogurt, and this beautiful soup. So, like I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna put a contest up because it was my anniversary and it's Thanksgiving. I wouldn't be where I am today without all of you, and I'm super thankful. I'm gonna give away one of our new Tuscan style chicken herbs. I might even give a couple away. I've got something going on with the cinnamon or the cinnamon plus that you can do. And I've got an amazing deal that's gonna happen at the end of the month to get us prepped for baking season. I mean, November, the kick of November, all of a sudden we go into Christmas mode. Laura Lee, Nana. So we're already thinking about our baking and our holiday stuff. So I have an amazing deal for you all for vanilla and how to get your hands on the vanilla even a little bit cheaper. So the Tuscan style chicken, I'm gonna talk just quickly about it. I made that soup before. It's still, Kim, I don't know where I tasted it. I agree, some other consultant made it. It was amazing. And that's exactly why I'm making it. And the yogurt and the croutons, I mean, my God, it's like a whole meal right there. But the Tuscan style chicken, this is something new Pampered Chef has. We have a 3-pack. I believe it's $13 for the 3. We also have chili. And I made the chili a couple weeks ago. It was really good. My sister tried it and loved it as well. So I'm gonna whip this up for tonight as well. So stay tuned. I'm gonna post that recipe on here. I'm gonna give my review about it. I'm sure it's great. Which I love about all of our packets now and our seasonings is there's no GMOs in there. There are no nuts. And they are gluten-free. So there is nothing to worry about. And let me just see, never mind, my friend Annie cannot eat this one because unfortunately there is dehydrated garlic and garlic powder. So unfortunately, Annie, that's exactly what I just looked for you. But guys, I'm gonna make this up. It's just boneless, skinless chicken. It's got some peas, it's got a can of tomatoes, and it's got 3 potatoes, and you toss it all in a pot to go into the oven. I am very excited to try it. I will take photos. I will totally give a review. I'm actually gonna put it in our new cast iron. You can see there, I haven't even used it yet, to the point where I couldn't find it. I had put it away in my cupboard and I couldn't figure out where the hell I put it. What I love about this one is it has the lid and it has the little bumps on the lid, which means it's got the moisture that circulates all through while cooking. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to whip up the Tuscan style chicken, and a couple people are going to win a packet just because I love you all. I'm super thankful to you all. Whether you're watching this live or in replay, let me know you're here, type your name, then I'm going to do a little something else. Everybody's names are going to go in, and I just want to say thank you. So I will post the carrot ginger recipe on my website. You will be getting some fall recipes coming up in your email, so check that. If you're not getting the emails, let me know because I will love to make sure you are getting them. If you do not have McDreamy, let me know. If this is one of those things that you want, like the air fryer, I will totally help you get this. I love them. I love the ease of them, that I don't have to worry about anything. It's doing it all on its own. I chopped the carrots, I threw the stuff in, and big, big movement's done. And for those of us with busy lives and needing to eat, this is the greatest way to do it. So, Annie. Thank you, Annie. Thank you for today and talking. I loved that I got to hear your voice in my ears. Hello, my friend Nicole. We need to chat. I've got some questions for you. So thankful that you're all here. Oh, hey, Mel. Hi, Mel. Mel is one of my neighbors. I get to see her often. She's got the cutest little granddaughter. So thankful you're all here. Thank you for following, and happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I am thankful to you all, and thank you for this business. I am thankful that I get to do what I do. And for $59 this month, if you know somebody whose life wants to be changed with Pampered Chef, send them my way. I would love to help them. It's a great way to join the business for 59 bucks. And if you don't love it, I couldn't say you wouldn't, because it has changed my life. So again, happy Wednesday. Thank you all. I will post the recipe. And if you don't have McDreamy, like I said, it is a great thing to just put your carrots on a sheet pan, cook your carrots, whip them up, and you too can have this delicious soup.